Let's talk about something that pretty much every language learner dreams of, sounding fluent. We all want it, but how do we actually get there? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the single biggest secret to fluent speech. And I'll give you a hint. It is almost definitely not what you think. Okay, so first things first. Before we go any further, I want you to just take a second and think about it. What does that word fluent really mean to you? Is it about speaking perfectly with zero mistakes? Is it about talking super fast? Or is it something else entirely? Just keep that idea in your head for a few minutes.
All right, to get to the truth, we first have to bust a huge myth that trips up so many learners. And that's the myth of perfection. We're going to look at the ideal, the textbook definition of fluency, and then we're going to put it side by side with how people actually talk in real life.
So here's that classic academic definition from a linguist named Charles Fillmore. And look, it sounds great, doesn't it? Talking without abnormal pauses, coherently. This is the gold standard, the perfect speech a lot of us are chasing. This is the ideal. But the real question is it reality?
So let's step away from the theory and jump into the real world. We're about to look at a little piece of a real, unscripted conversation. It's just two native English speakers, two people we'd all agree are totally fluent, casually trying to plan a trip.
Now, take a really close look at this. You can see all the little imperfections, right? You're probably gonna... There are pauses, like, and it's full of these little phrases like, and. If we go by that perfect definition we just looked at, this sounds, well, kind of messy. It's not that smooth, flawless speech we have in our heads. And this, right here, is the big puzzle. Nobody would listen to this person and think they weren't fluent. It sounds completely natural. So if real fluency isn't about being perfect, then what's going on? What's the secret ingredient that we're missing that makes this messy-sounding speech actually sound so fluent? Well, the answer, and this is the main idea for today, is something that linguists call chunks. These are the secret, hidden building blocks of conversation. And trust me, once you learn to spot them, you are going to start seeing them absolutely everywhere.
So what in the world are lexical chunks? It's actually pretty simple. They're just groups of words that our brains have memorized as one complete package. Think about a phrase like, by the way. You don't think by, then the, then way. Nope, your brain just grabs the whole thing at once. We aren't building every single sentence from scratch. We're using these pre-made pieces to talk way faster.
Just to show you how important this is, let's look at some data. Researchers looked at a massive database of spoken English, like 5 million words, and they found that the most common two-word chunk appeared, get this, 28,013 times. Any guesses what it is? It's the phrase, you know. This chart really puts that into perspective. Look at that. The chunk you know is way up there at over 28,000. And the next one, I mean, is over 17,000. Now here's the crazy part. Compare that to a really common single word, like really. The two-word chunk, I mean, is used almost just as much. These phrases are literally the bedrock of conversation.
And here are the top 5 two-word chunks. You've got you know, I mean, I think, in the, and it was. And what's wild is that in the isn't even a full thought, right? It's just a little grammatical piece. But our brains still treat it as a single unit to build sentences faster. This is the hidden architecture of how we talk.
And the pattern just keeps going with 3-word chunks. Number 1 by a landslide is, I don't know. Then you see a lot of, I don't think. You can almost hear someone talking just by reading down this list, can't you? These are the patterns we lean on all the time, totally without thinking.
Okay, so we're using chunks all the time. But why? What are they actually doing for us in a conversation? Well, this gets us to a really cool idea from linguistics that explains everything.
It's called the idiom principle. Now, the name is a little tricky. It doesn't just mean idioms like it's raining cats and dogs. The principle is simply this. Most of the time when we talk, we're basically on autopilot. We are retrieving these ready-made chunks from our memory, not carefully picking out one word at a time. It's all about being fast and efficient. And these chunks aren't just us being lazy. Oh no. They have really important social jobs to do. Phrases like, or I mean, help us guide the conversation. A chunk like, do you think, is a great way to soften a question and be more polite. Sort of, or a bit of, lets us sound less direct. And things like that helps us be vague on purpose. These are the little tools we use to navigate our social world smoothly.
So this is all super interesting, right? But here's the most important part. What does this actually mean for you as someone learning a language? How can we take this big secret and actually use it to get better? Let's break it down.
For years, the old method, what most of us did in school, was to memorize long lists of single words. The problem is, that forces your brain to build every single sentence from scratch, word by agonizing word. It's slow and it's hard. The new method is all about noticing chunks. You learn these multi-word phrases from real life, like in movies or podcasts. This is the shortcut to speaking faster and sounding way more natural.
Here's a perfect example of what I mean. Let's take a simple word like movie. The old way is to just memorize movie. The new way is to notice the common packaging it comes in. You start hearing chunks like, do you want to see a movie? Or what kind of movies do you like? You're not just learning a single Lego brick, you're learning the little pre-built things people make with that brick. This is what fluent speakers do instinctively.
So if you only remember one thing from all of this, please let it be this. This is the game-changing shift in mindset. Stop trying to memorize individual words. Instead, become a detective. Start noticing the chunks. Your brain will thank you for it, and I promise your fluency will take a huge leap forward.
And to wrap this all up, I want to leave you with a question. Think about it. You do this all day long in your own native language. You have your favorite chunks you use constantly without even realizing it, so what's the most common chunk you use every day? The moment you start noticing them in your own language, you'll suddenly start hearing them everywhere in the one you're trying to learn.